A few weeks ago, I did a development history on the Titans' final mass production mobile suit, the Barzam. A machine that was somewhat related to the Gundam Mark II and also had a lot of variants. So of course, shortly after that video went live, we got yet another variant of the Barzam. The Barzam SSD Experimental Specification Type. Truly, the variety of advance of Zeta can only be rivaled by the variety of today's sponsor, Factor. They offer over 30 dietitian designed and chef prepared meals every week that are delivered straight to your door. And just like advance of Zeta, there's something for everyone here. You can make your own plan ranging from 6 to 18 meals a week, with dishes for different diets and tastes. There's keto, calorie smart, vegetarian, vegan, protein plus, and more. And it's not just limited to meals either. You've got add-ons like smoothies, shakes, desserts, or sides that can also make for a perfect breakfast, like these delicious sounding smoky bacon and cheddar egg bites or apple cinnamon pancakes. And all of this comes with zero hassle. You just have to heat up your meal for a few minutes, and nutrition coaching, because included in the plan is the option to chat with a registered dietitian to help you with your specific goal, whether it's losing weight, gaining bulk, or simply overhauling your diet. So don't let a busy schedule hold you back from eating healthy. Let Factor do the work for you. And you can get a sweet discount by using the link down below, or my code FACTORSE43271. So then, as we discussed in the Barzam's development history, after the collapse of the Titans, many units, research, and bases would be reintegrated into the ranks of both the AUG and the Federation. One of them being the Starship Down asteroid base, where the Barzam's Starship Down experimental specifications was developed. The biggest and most obvious difference of this new Barzam variant was the optional flare unit that was attached to its crotch and the backpack. This would allow the Barzam to undergo atmospheric re-entry, but there's no word or pictures on how this would work, or even if it worked for that matter. The other changes then are mostly borrowed from the pre-production Barzam. It's got different chest armor, a reinforced visor, and also uses the Mark II's shield. For the weapons then, we get the missile pods from the Wound Ward and a new type of beam rifle that looks like it also used the same type of E-Pac as the Hazel series and the Mark II. It also bears a striking resemblance to the beam rifle that was first used by the Rizel, and then later on, more famously by the Jagan A and B types. So personally, I like to think that the SSD's beam rifle served as a basis for it. And while this was everything on the Barzam SSD, we also got more stuff on other mobile suits. And one thing that immediately caught my attention was this machine, because I believe they're either retconning or fixing something they put out earlier. In one of the Barzam's development schematics, we find this mobile suit. And while it is a bit small, the people who are familiar with Advance of Zeta will probably recognize this as the GM Type C High Mobility type. Basically, this was a test unit for the Titans to see if they should also adopt the GM II as their standard machine, just like the Federation did. So they modified a GM C type with the same kind of upgrades, and created what I guess you could call the GM II Kai or the GM II Type C. Or, again, as the Titans called it, the GM Type C High Mobility type. The only real difference being that the Titans also added an extra vent so that the machine would have enough cooling for all this new equipment. And again, while it is a bit difficult to see here because it is rather small, there is no doubt that the machine in the illustration also has that extra vent. However, it is not identified as the GM Type C High Mobility type, and not even as a variant of the GM II, it is simply the GM II. But it seems that they noticed their mistake and put out a new GM II for the world to appreciate, because in this new image, we have a GM II, but without the added chest vent. As for the description, it is just a standard backstory for the regular GM II. So here are two theories for this machine that you can use for your own personal headcanon. One, it's simply the upgraded GM Type C counterpart of the upgraded vanilla GM. Just like the Federation had a bunch of vanilla GMs lying around, ready to be upgraded, the Federation also had a bunch of Type Cs lying around. So the vanillas became the RGM-79R, and the Type Cs became the RGM-79CR. Or the RGM-79RC, if you want to give it a different model number from the high mobility type. Or theory 2 is that this is the variant of the GM II that the Titans went with after successfully testing it out with the high mobility type. So the GM IIs that you see the Titans using in the anime would be these more version Kotoki-esque GM IIs instead of the vanillas. Also, by streamlining the new parts and taking out some of the unnecessary ones, they could eliminate the extra vent. But let me know how you like to imagine how this new GM II fits into the canon. And finally, there's also a cool tidbit about the Hazel Owsla in here. This is the first time that I've really seen any talk about the Hazel Owsla being actually deployed, not just as a prototype with the Titans test team, but as an actual combat unit, which was produced in some numbers. It would still be produced in only limited quantities, and it also seems that most of them would just be in their most basic configuration, you know, the one that would eventually lead to the Barzam. And these units were stationed at the gate of Sedan. Still, it would be really cool to see how a squadron of these would operate, you know, with access to all of the different parts. You've got the speedy twin booster pack configuration, you can emulate the stripped down sniper configuration from the standard Hazel, you can throw on the 322, you can of course have the fully featured Owsla that we're all familiar with, and last but definitely not least, we've got the gigantic arm unit. Just imagine a squad of 3 hitting the field. But that has been all for this Barzam development history update, where we also tackled a few other updates that we got alongside of it. I definitely was not expecting a new Barzam variant so soon after my video, but it is always a good day when we get more advanced of Zeta designs. And since we got a new GM II design, I wonder if we're ever going to get a focus on that machine. It might not be the most powerful machine out there, but I do still love the simple yet effective design that is completely ripe for more customizations, because there were just so many out there. We've already seen quite a few, including a Woundward version, because of course, but I think there's always room for a few more. As always, a big thank you to the Patreon supporters. I hope everyone watching has a great day, and I'll see you all next time.